Alright, now I'm going to start this video off with a review of Weili Lemos, because this video was uploaded by the UFC on their channel 2 hours ago. So I'm getting my glasses out and I'm monitoring the comments very closely to get a feel of how this fight is being received by the public. Okay, I always look for these videos. Wait a minute here. Okay, so this was uploaded 2 hours ago. The top comment, I don't know why it's at the top. It only has 3 likes. I don't know why. I thought the comments with the most likes supposed to be at the top, but whatever. It said Weili, special talent. Somebody's picking Weili. This person is picking Weili as well, but congratulates Lemos on getting a title shot at 36 years old, which is a rather unusual accomplishment. Lemos, 36 years old. Another person, Weili is the epitome of a beautiful woman, and they picking Weili. They love Weili. Let's go Weili. This guy, Queen Weili. Weili is the queen. Long may she reign. Okay. Weili. I love Weili. I love Weili so much. Weili smash. Okay. So people, the public sentiment is they love Weili. That's pretty much the public sentiment. Oh, I love Weili. A lot of people are picking Weili just because they love Weili. A lot of them, I don't think are picking Weili based on the skill set of the fighters, because I think it would be mixed, almost totally down the middle, if fighters were going or making predictions or making their picks based solely on skill set. I believe it would be straight down the middle, maybe a little for one or the other, but not as lopsided as it is. Okay, so people love Weili, but what I've picked up here is that people respect Lemos, and that's what I expected. That's what I wanted to hear, and the best place to hear it from is from the team of Weili. That's pretty much the only reason why I listened to this video, this particular video. I've been waiting for a while to catch them making some type of statement about their upcoming opponent. And where is that? And Weili herself said that before Lemos got into the top 15, that she noticed her. According to Weili.
UFC strawweight division.
Oh! That's hard.
Okay. Where did I find? I cannot find this part where he says that.
今天可以不动脑子。对，往前，往前。
因为其实，在莱蒙斯还没有进到前15的时候，
Here it is. Before she rose to the top 15.
其实，在莱蒙斯还没有进到前15的时候，我看了他一场比赛，然后我觉得
I saw the fighting of Lemos.
Oh, she heard him.
Now, at the press conference, Weili said Lemos is very dangerous. She's very dangerous. Now, she didn't really say that about Carla. She was saying that Carla was harmless. She never described Carla as dangerous. Carla was harmless.
Hurt her bad. A standing knockout for Amanda Lemos.
我觉得我们都非常的有
She
力。
said both of us have remarkable strength. Oh, this is where the good stuff is, man. When you hear it straight from the fighters or from their team. This is the good stuff. That's what I listen out for, man. Weili, what do you think about her? Oh, yes.
Knockout for Amanda Lemos.
我觉得我们都非常的有力量。然后
we love stand-up. She said we both have remarkable strength and we love stand-up. Oh, boy. See, Weili respects Lemos. Knows Lemos is very dangerous. And listen, this is the bottom line. Weili has been getting better fight after fight. You can clearly see she's still growing into a better fighter. And here recently, she's learned a few things, life lessons. She's learned some lessons here recently. Even according to her, some of her recent experiences has helped develop and mature her. Well, here's the thing. Amanda Lemos is going to be the test of all that. She's about to test Weili's training, improved training. She's about to test to see exactly how far you are in your development with this fight. The fight against Carla was not the fight to test Weili's improvements. It's gonna be this fight.
都非常有力量，然后也都偏站立型。
回来拿了，要5个连踢中。
5个连踢。
OK，可以打快一点。
Okay. Carla, 2-time champion. Been around forever. And I'm saying Carla was not the true test. That's a big deal. The true test is some fighter who recently came into the division, who everybody views as more dangerous than Carla Esparza. See, this division is all over the place. WMMA in general is all over the place. Because stuff like that, because of stuff just like that, where things it's not supposed to be, happens. It happens anyways. Okay? So the true test for the champion is a fighter who recently came into the game, not a fighter like Carla who's been in the game forever. Okay?
I think Amanda Lemos is a great competitor.
Head now. This is Weili's wrestling coach, Frank Hickman. Frank Hickman. See, neither Weili or her team is talking the way they were building up to their fight against Carla. They was way more confident going in against Carla. They understand Lemos is dangerous. And this is a huge test for Weili.
I think Amanda Lemos is a great competitor. She's extremely physical. She can make it extremely dirty for you. She's had a couple submissions.
Make it extremely dirty for you? Wait a minute. She's physical and can make it dirty for you? That's not saying anything at all. That's not saying nothing at all. I know she really is not a dirty fighter. I don't know what he's talking about. Now, maybe he's downplaying and maybe he doesn't want to let the other team know how well they know their fighter. Teams play a lot of mind games like that, but that's basically an incorrect statement he's making.
Submissions from her feet, which is unheard of.
Now, that's a good point that she's had submissions from her feet, which is unheard of, especially for the women. And that's why I keep telling people, Lemos does things that's very unusual for women. Most women don't have a lot of different things.
I think Amanda Lemos is a great competitor. She's extremely physical. She can make it extremely dirty for you. She's had a couple submissions from her feet, which is unheard of. However, I don't feel like she's fought somebody to the caliber and athleticism of Weili.
Now, that's the same for both of them. Weili has not faced anybody like Lemos yet. No. Not Andrade. No. Not Joanna. Nope. Rose. Nope. Oh. Lemos more awkward than Rose. It's a crazy fight.
She just continues to get better each time.
Okay, yeah. I can believe that. I can agree with that. Yeah, she's improving. She's making constant improvements. But so is Amanda Lemos. So I don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. It's anybody's fight. Okay? Yes, she's making improvements. Yes, Weili's making improvements, and this is probably the best version of her that we've seen so far. Yes. However, the same can be said about Lemos. I'm going to say the same about Lemos. Okay? So, more, and this is the fight of the year. It's fight of the year. On paper, fight of the year. Now, whether or not, it doesn't even physically have to be fight of the year for me to say it's fight of this matchup of the year. Okay? Because of the unexpectedness of it, the fact that both of them rank very high in so many different areas that other girls don't rank high at all. Okay? Physical strength, high. That's usually not high. Striking, boxing, high. Like dangerous. Like you got to watch out for every punch. You got to worry about every punch. Dangerous. That's typically not the case with women. Most of their punches, you don't got to worry about getting knocked out. That's the thing with women. You don't have to worry about getting knocked out with women. But with some fighters, you do. You got to worry about getting hurt and or knocked out. And understand, we saw one last night. Jasmine Lucindo. That's my secret fighter right there. Lucindo. You know, you remember I talked about the special characters in video games. That's the fighter I pull out when I want to pop somebody in the mouth. Somebody need to be humbled a little bit. Lucindo, boy, she know how to touch you. No matter your style, she know how to touch you. But I digress. Jiu-jitsu, high. Very high. See, Weili didn't have to worry about Carla striking. And that was the funny thing about that fight. Didn't have to worry about it. And she knew that Carla had to worry about her jiu-jitsu. There was no reason for Weili to be worried about Carla. If Carla gets a takedown, Weili knew that she herself was the fighter most likely to get a submission. So it would be stupid for Carla to take Weili down. You can't say that with Lemos. Lemos get you down, she might submit you. And there's no guarantee you're going to be the stronger fighter either. You're going to be in all kinds of trouble the whole time you're down there. So you don't have to worry about and being submitted when you're down on the ground, and you really don't have to worry about getting knocked out by Carla. Carla ain't knocking nobody out. You don't have to worry about getting hurt at all standing, striking with Carla. So you could strike with her just as freely. Yes, she a wrestler, but she really don't want to take you down. And Weili was getting comfortable striking with Carla. Not the case with Lemos, man. Lemos can catch you and crack you. And I could see her catching Weili. She can hurt her. She can hurt anybody. So, yeah, huge fight, man. Dangerous, real dangerous for both of them. And the thing with Lemos hasn't seen much from this improved version of Weili. So she really don't know what to prepare for. You know? And, you know, Lemos could find herself dealing with more volume than she wants, than she expected and than she wants. Anything could happen. If Weili has an advantage, I imagine that being her advantage, that she's able to just put out more, do more, where she's just has a higher volume, higher landing, connect percentage, and all of that stuff that matters. And she, you know, who knows? She could hurt Lemos. Either one of them could hurt each other. So, people respect. No, they don't even respect Lemos. They respect Lemos, but they're taking Weili. It's like over 80% of people taking Weili. I'm saying it's not that lopsided competitively. A lot of that is fanboy, fangirlism. People just like Weili. Listen, let me tell you something here. Weili right now is more loved than Rose Namajunas. Easily. You go to Rose Namajunas posts anywhere on social media, you're going to find a whole lot of critics. You're going to find way more critics of her than you'll find of Weili on posts about Weili, no matter where they are. They could be on Weili's own social media or on UFC. When the UFC or other media outlets make posts, hit the most recent one of Rose's most recent interview. Go look at it. Go read the comments. MMA Fighting did a post on it. I think MMA Junkie. Go look at how critical people are of Rose. And look at how many of them are critical of Rose and just tired of Rose. People right now as I speak, are saying, I'm tired of Rose. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her stupid, her making everything so dramatic. Why does everything have to be so dramatic? And she got to be all motivated. She's getting on my nerves. I'm tired of her. People don't do that with Weili. Weili don't have those extremes. Weili barely speak English. So, people act like they're crazy about Weili. Like, she has people hypnotized. I'm telling you right now. In the same way, all other stars, superstars, they have their following, cult following. Weili got people under a spell, right? And it's because of different things. One of them, the most important, being her fight style, how she fights. That's probably the main thing. People know she's going to deliver, not going to waste their money, waste their time, and cause them to get up and boo. Okay? She's not going to pull no Rose Namajunas on people. Weili not going to do that. Fans value that. Okay? They value being able to depend on you. So, you know, you don't want to hurt your stock in that way, where people anticipate a boring lackluster fight from you. Does that mean you can never take it easy in a fight? Can't even have a regular old fight? You know, you got to walk on eggshells. So that's something that'll never happen with Weili. So Rose brought that on herself. Also, there's just something funny about Weili. A lot of people think she's funny. They see something funny in it. And the thing is, when you look at a woman as funny, when one woman comes off as funny, she automatically comes off as adorable. Oh, she's so adorable. I love her. People who, especially with a lot of men, when they think of a woman as funny, because most men don't think women are funny. Most men think women are like goofy and corny. But when a man genuinely thinks a woman is funny, they will really seriously highly value them. And they will think, they're much more likely to say things like, oh, I love her, I love her, I love her, I love her. So however you get fans to say, I love you, I love you, I love you, it doesn't matter. As long as you get them to say it. And Weili has seemed to manage to get a lot of people to say that I love Weili, I love Weili. And much of it is through that something about it comes off as funny. So a lot of good gifts she got that appeals to fans. Good for her. She's very valued by the UFC. They would definitely want her as a champion, but they are taking a big risk with this fight, and that's the fight game. That's the fight game. But here's the thing, what I want to emphasize here with the fighters themselves. What I want these, and I've touched on this before, the ladies, y'all need to stop taking MMA, UFC so seriously. Relax and have fun. Okay? You're only going to be doing this for a real short period of time. Stop having nervous breakdowns every time you take a loss. Lord, some of these fighters, they act like, oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, I've taken a loss. Oh, I'm going to look so bad. Oh, I've lost all my... But stop. Stop it. You know what's going to happen? All you fighters who do that. After you retire and you in your 40s, 50s, you're going to look back on your career and you're going to say, hey, this is where I took my first loss. And then you're going to see more losses. And then you're going to say, well, this is where I was going into depression because of my losses. And then you're going to think to yourself, I should have just kept going strong after that first loss. I should have kept going strong like nothing had, and shouldn't have cared what people think or how people look at me, how the media look at me. Should have just kept going. Because most likely, you're going to bounce back from those losses. Then you're going to look back and see how much those losses affected you. And you're going to see that you bounced back from each of them. So there's no reason to have allowed them to affect you at all. Because you're going to bounce back from all of them. Taking a loss is just like anything else. You're going to get over it. You're going to recover from it. It's just a part of the adventure for the vast majority of fighters. So relax and have fun. And it's in my best interest to look out for the mental health of the fighters because I'm a paying customer. So it's in my best interest to have fighters who are mentally healthy and mentally in a good place. And you really have to tweak and manipulate your mentality as a fighter because you're going through a lot of things a lot of other people are not. And you're doing it on a massive, massive stage. Okay? You have a rare job talking about these fighters. Relax, enjoy it. A loss is nothing. In fact, you should look at a loss as more fun. Now, like, hey, now let's see if I can bounce back. Let's see if all this training can pay off or has paid off. Have I been, am I prepared enough at this moment to bounce back from a loss? The example with Valentina Shevchenko, I've talked about a couple times. Right now is when we're going to check to see if all of her experience can help her now. Because she's been champion all her life. This could be traumatizing for somebody who hasn't been through it before. Maybe at several points in Shevchenko's life, she's gotten the belt and then lost it to a fighter that she was expected to beat. Maybe this has happened and maybe it wasn't recorded. Who knows? And we may be the only ones unaware that Valentina's been through this before. So if you've been through it before, you can just recall on how you overcame it the first time. So experience could help Valentina get her belt back, but that is just the value of experience. We're about to see if her experience can pay off and help her to get that belt back. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Right? So, yeah, I feel good about that rematch. Fight of the year so far, title fight of the year. But respect Lemos, people, please. Please respect Lemos. That's a very dangerous one. I know people want Weili to win. Fine, I don't care. And listen, Weili is better for the growth of WMMA, most definitely. She's more popular right now. That's how it is. But Weili could get whooped. She can get whooped in this fight. It is worth mentioning Juliana Miller's raggedy punches. Her raggedy punches is worth pointing out. It's worth pointing out. You know, you go in there, you throwing punches like that, you know, like Juliana Pena style. Don't throw punches like Juliana Pena. You know, why did it look like they throw punches almost like the same? That's a bad look. That's a bad look. And Luana Santos is not much better. I hate to sound critical right now, but man, I wasn't comfortable with the way Santos was throwing those punches. Turning her body out of position with every punch. I wasn't comfortable looking at that. It's at 125, so look, I can't say Santos is going to be a top fighter in this division. I'm not, no. She's going to have to polish that striking up. And for her to be able to just waste Miller using that striking, that says a lot. Now, the Brazilian fighters stepped it up and held the card. They all won and they got stoppages, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, they all got a stoppage. But this fight, Miller looked bad in defeat. The only thing that looked good for Miller was her pressure early in the fight, because quickly it started to look like that pressure was a mistake. But those punches from Luana Santos, man, we'll see. We'll see. Look, maybe she can punch everybody like that and get away with it. But I'm going to just say that I'm not going to bet on it. I'm not going to bet on it. So I'm not hype on Santos. And keep in mind, Luana Santos is just getting started. We really don't know nothing about this girl. This was her first TKO victory as a professional. I don't know how many people are aware of that. as a professional MMA fighter. This was Luana Santos' first TKO victory. Matter of fact, let me get a screenshot if I can here. Maybe there we go. Let me get a screenshot of her record here. Luana Santos. I'm gonna put it right here. You see that? All right, get out of here. Juliana Miller. Luana Santos. TKO. That was her first TKO victories. So, with her striking, and I'm critical of her striking was good enough to get a TKO for the first time against Juliana Miller. That striking that you saw in there. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. This other fight, I thought, I'm happy that it ended, that there was a finish. For a while, I didn't think there would be a finish. Okay, so I'm glad Amorim finished the fight. But it was on its way to looking like a frustrating fight. But I'm happy for Jacqueline Amorim. She was embarrassed in her UFC debut, got humiliated in the subsequent fight. This fight, she got a stoppage victory, so she's got her confidence back. And it's always good to see a fighter get their confidence back or to have a good moment. So good for her. But if Amorim, if she can't wrestle you like that, if she can't get you down, she has all kinds of problems. Man, if you got decent striking, Jacqueline Amorim is in all kinds of trouble. If you force her to stand, she had to get Ruiz down every time she had success. The only time she's really in control, even though she has some knockdowns, Amorim, but striking is really not her strong point. And it's just too many times she looks lost, confused, and frustrated when she's striking. So I won't say that she'll be a top fighter in the division either. And it's 115. 115, the other division, 125. Okay, so that's a no for Luana Santos as far as her being a threat to the title or threat to the top 10. I'm not seeing it right now. Like I said, it's very early in her career, and that's probably a big reason why I don't see it. So I don't know. But I'm not seeing it right now. And neither with Jacqueline Amorim. Neither with Jacqueline Amorim. Remember, she lost to Sam Hughes in her debut. And Sam Hughes is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but talking about who is a threat to the title and who isn't. Lucindo is a threat to anybody. I don't care who you holding the title. I don't care if you're in the top 5. I don't care if you're top 5 right now. She can punch you in the mouth. I'm saying that right now. Now she's fighting at 115. I'm saying this about all the fighters at 115. You can all get punched in the mouth. Every last one of you. Ain't nobody in that division too special get punched in the mouth. Hard. Where you get shaken up. Okay? So, Lucindo, as I expected, was the standout fighter of the night, at least in my book. Okay, it's a big deal that this took place at 115. It's a big deal that she got a stoppage victory. Got a stoppage victory. And it's her debut at 115. And she stopped a very popular fighter. Poliana Viana is very popular. One of the most popular fighters in the UFC. Especially seeing that Viana's never been, I don't think she's been ranked. She might have been number 15 for a second. But she's got over 500,000 followers on. She got a huge social media following. So yeah, good victory for her. But this is at 115. And at 115, you got fighters like Carla Esparza. You got Yan Xiaonan, Tatiana Suarez, Amanda Lemos, Weili Zhang, Jessica Andrade, Verna, Mackenzie Dern, Marina Rodriguez, okay, fighters like that. All I'm saying is all those fighters that I just named, each and every one of them can get punched in the mouth by Lucindo. That's just how it is. Okay? I know a natural fighter when I see one. There's more natural fighting skills in Lucindo than the vast majority of fighters in the game. There's more natural fighting skills and instinct than there is with a lot of those countering skills. Like Lucindo is a prolific counter striker. Being a counter striker, a lot of that is instinct and bravery. A lot of girls not brave enough to be a counter striker because you got to throw a strike. You got to throw as bullets are flying. But Lucindo is real confident. So anybody can get punched. That's how it is. We'll see what type of problems she runs into. Now you can tell she's going to have issues with wrestlers, maybe. Lucindo, maybe. She can be taken down, as we saw. She got a couple takedowns herself, but she was taken down by Poliana. So if that were Suarez, she might have a harder time. Yeah, and might not have won that fight. But with Suarez is not a striker. She's got decent striking. She's still got her vulnerabilities when it comes to striking. And she can be submitted. Doing all that wrestling, you can always be submitted. But I think Lucindo is a threat to anybody in the division. We'll see if somebody is able to destroy Lucindo. Okay, I just don't see that happening. I don't see nobody just walking through her the way she can walk through fighters and has walked through fighters. And she pretty much just walked through Viana last night. That was kind of embarrassing loss for Viana. You know, did you know Weili picked Lemos to beat Rodriguez? No, I didn't know that. I picked Lemos too. Yeah, I thought that was an easy fight to predict. Why do you think Weili wanted Lemos over Yan? I didn't know if she wanted Lemos over Yan. I thought she wanted to fight Yan because it would be a money fight, maybe. Big fight in China, something like that. Yeah, Weili understands the threat. Lemos is a threat, a serious threat. You gotta take her serious, man. Yeah, I think Lemos hits harder. Weili does seem more athletic. Weili throws straighter punches. when it comes to boxing. Her shots are straighter. But one thing that Lemos is not giving credit for, I think, is her speed. She's got good speed. You know, you got speed and serious power, that's a problem. No, I haven't checked out the betting odds. I have to check that out. What's up? Yeah, looks like Silva Lee still on. Okay, good. Good for Andrea Lee. We'll see with Andrea Lee. If she does not pull out, I will acknowledge that. Same for Rose. Same for Rose. I'm just not confident in these two right now. And, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm not confident. They're going to have to show me. I'm going to have to see that. But that's a good fight. Those fights are coming up. Yeah, it's a bad time to be a champion right now in either division. So whoever wants to be a champion and stay a champion, you want to do, you want a tough career. Whoever it is. Shevchenko, she get the belt back. And if she wants to be a champion for a while, she's saying, hey, I want to have a tough title run. I want to have to fight a bunch of very tough competitors. You know, no easy title reign coming at 125. I don't see that at all. Same for 115. Weili, crazy as she want to be, she want to build some type of legacy. They all do. She gonna have a tough title reign, especially with Suarez right there. That's got to be annoying, you know, knowing that Suarez is always just right there until you actually fight her. And what if you can't deal with that wrestling, this sticky, constantly sticking on you. Like, once she gets into that mode, it's just bad for fighters. Bad for fighters. She's going to have to show a lot of resilience, a lot of technique to deal with the Suarez. What if Rose comes back? That's a puzzle she hasn't solved yet. And, of course, these other fighters. So, hey, now, if there's a fighter who breaks Joanna's record now, I'm going to have to say they're a better champion overall. Then, you have to be a very advanced fighter right now to make 5 title defenses. Very much so. That has more value right now, making 5 title defenses. Okay, Valentina, what, at 7? At 1, hey, good luck breaking that record. Good luck breaking that record. Same Valentina. But I bet you anything. Right now, Valentina knows it's far harder, far more difficult to make 7 title defenses now than it was when those other fighters were at the top of the division when she made that title run. So things changing up real fast. Right, I'm going to cut this off right there. Big shout out to everybody able to join me. And I will see you all on the next.